Hello there and welcome to The Wandering Wolf. I'm your host, Mark Rhodes. Alongside me, as always, my friend and unfortunately for both of us, Wolves lifer, Mr. Craig Fullwood. How are you, mate? I thought I'd start with a positive tone because it's only going to go downhill from here.
Oh yeah, let's start positive, mate.
Indeed.
Good to see you. It's the 1st
Yeah.
of May.
Yes.
Amazing.
It's I really like, that
Anything else?
that Justin Timberlake meme.
Oh,
It's gonna be, mate.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Show
Never
me
like
out.
that.
But yeah, let's talk about Saturday's game, shall we?
Well, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here
Evening
for.
Final Revival, Amalou Burton, Paul 2011, Dan Evans. Thanks guys for
Thanks for sticking with us
on the stream. Thanks to everybody who's supporting us. Because I tell you what, we're all supporting a team right now that is not doing what they are supposed to be doing. Dalman Sport as well. Hi to you, mate. I think this is the worst of the lot. Because not only was it a terrible team selection from Bruno Lage, because he does need to take responsibility for this team. It was passive. It was pedestrian. Brighton are a decent side, but we made them look unbelievable on Saturday. We gave them far too much space. They could do whatever they wanted with the ball. The defence was absolutely shocking. But I don't think it's all on Bruno. I really believe that he's working with very, very limited resources here, and I think he's going to get rid of 5 or 6 players in the summer. And they probably know that, and I think they've just shut up shop and they've just gone, sorry then, if you don't want me, then I don't want to be here. I think I think he's lost the dressing room.
I'd agree with that, and I think that's quite apparent, to be honest. I think a lot of the players have just said, well, this is it, we're fine. Whatever happens now, we're going to sort of say, well, we finished in the top 10, for example. If that's still on, and they're going to say, well, nobody can take that away from us. We've done all right. There's lots of little things going on here, and I'm not sure really where it's going to end. But I mean, I've seen things like Bruno out on Twitter and stuff yesterday, which I just want to sort of stop that immediately, because although yesterday's performance was like completely.
It was awful.
Just
it was beyond. It was a joke. Actually, it was a joke. Those people that paid money to go and see that absolute garbage.
Yeah, well, I didn't think it could get much worse after Newcastle, and another. Just you've already said it. Pedestrian. Just no fight, no desire, no passion from really anybody. And it was just like basically come and destroy us, basically.
Who do we blame though here, mate? Because I know there's three.
I just think there's something running through that dressing room, and I think
where's it gone now? After the Villa game when we beat Villa at home, it was all like, oh come on, we can get top 6 here, and it's just gone. It's gone so downhill.
It was completely on. We were flying. It was great. And after that, like you say, after the Villa game, it was all systems go. Yeah. Let's see where we can end up here. Top 4 was even being spoken about, but I don't know. I think they've in their minds the season's finished.
I think you're right, but isn't that what Brighton should be thinking? Like they're literally they are the quintessential mid-table team, and I'm not having that. I'm not having that excuse. Like,
but I think the thing with them is they're more of a tight knit group, and they're trying to get their biggest ever points tally. You're
going for Europe, for God's sake.
No, but I think they're just more of a collective unit, whereas we seem to be a bit in and out, a bit threadbare, a bit kind of like people know that they're off probably already, or he doesn't want me. I think there's room for like a bust up in the dressing room. So I think there's that sort of missing spark there, where Brighton actually are a decent team. They're trying to get as high as they can, but they're doing it together.
It would have been 10 if they had a decent striker.
They look like a team that were, they're they've got togetherness, whereas we don't seem to have that at all.
Can you imagine now, mate? Like, forget Chelsea, because I actually think that Chelsea are not that good at the moment. Like, they lost to Everton today.
Yeah, they're having a tough time themselves.
They are, yeah. Take them out of the equation. But can you seriously see anything other than an absolute spanking from Man City and Liverpool? Because I can't. Like, if we can, like, mug off Norwich for a cheeky win, like, I can only see us getting maximum 3 points from the last 4 games.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. But even I look at the Norwich game and think, well, they want to go out with a bang, perhaps, or save some kind of. But if we play like we've played the last few games, we probably won't get another point.
Well, that's it. I was like, we've been stuck on 49 points for what seems forever. Like, to get to that 50-point mark would be like, okay, that's fine. Like, I think we've got to look now to actually try and solidify 8th place, because they're coming for it. I know Leicester have lost, and they're the team that I feel. But Newcastle as well. I know they lost to Liverpool, but you can just see like that they're just coming. They're coming. And
but I do think like the big picture. Whatever happens now, even if we take 0 points, they can look back. Some people could look back at that season and say, actually, it was decent. We had a poor run at the end.
Yeah,
it fell apart a little bit, but we still had a good season. And I don't think you can probably have too many arguments with that. But when you're looking at specific performances, obviously yesterday, knowing what we can do was just like awful.
Well, you look at that performance and like let's dissect it a little bit.
It's a shame that it's ended up that way.
The first half, we were terrible. We were lucky to just go in at 1-0 for the 2 penalties, both stonewall penalties for me. Saiss is a liability. He's one that needs to absolutely go out the door in the summer. I think there's always a mistake in him. Stupid handball, nailed on penalty. They hit the post. Then isn't that the time where that's a rocket up your backside, isn't it? And you should then go, thank God. Okay, let's reassess. Let's start doing something. We did the opposite. We
played like a team of strangers.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. We were playing like a team of strangers. They're not played together. And I think, we said it was going to be an up and down season, but my God, when it's down, it's really down. Yeah. But who's to blame, mate? Like we've got to put blame at somebody's doorstep, because I really do believe that
it's a tricky one.
It is a tricky one. Let's have a look at some of the comments on here, because like people have been getting in touch a lot. Let's go with Vinyl Revival with the both of them really, because they're very good points. Let's go with that one. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I think some of the players might be realising Bruno wants to sign better players, and they're down in tools a bit in response.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Going on.
Yeah, I can see that. I think the problem that we've got is that players are either they're not playing for a move because they've just signed contracts, or they're just wanting out. They're on the beach, like it's like that old cliche. But I'm sorry, but there's 30,000 people in Molineux there. At least try. At least give. It was so bad that I couldn't actually believe what I was seeing, because that what was it? Was it the second goal or the third goal? Well, both of them were terrible, but Moutinho, like, who didn't have a great game. Nobody had a great game. But he missed the tackle, and he was just like put his hand out like that in the box, and he just turned him inside out and slotted it in. And there were 7 defenders in the box, like all surrounding like 2 players. It was just unbelievable.
Well, defence is where we've been quite strong this season. It's always been firepower that we've been lacking, but
yeah,
last
it's both now.
Seems like that. I mean, that defence at one point was absolutely rock solid.
Yeah, it was. Max Milner was not in the team.
Yeah.
Max Kilman's not in the team. That like we miss Max Kilman a lot more than what actually I've realised. You bring Saiss into that team, and it goes well. You've seen what happens, and Max Kilman's not adverse to criticism because he hasn't been fantastic all the while, but he's been consistently good in defence for us. He's had his blips, and Cody, he's not covered himself in any glory the last 5 or 6 games, but it's not. We can't just point certain players out. This is a collective. The only 2 players that I can say that have actually now 3 actually, to be fair, Sarr in goal, who should have saved the second penalty, by the way, but we'll give him that.
He's not great on penalties, is he? To be fair.
No, Moutinho, who's played really well this season.
Yeah.
Neves as well. All right, 4, and then Silva. I think Bruno Lage has kept Wang on for the second half, and he took Silva off. Like, for me, that was absolutely the wrong decision. That kid was the only player in our team that looked like was getting beyond their defence in any shape or form. Raul Jimenez needs to go. You can talk all you want. I said before the game, I said Raul Jimenez is going to score and we're going to win 2-0. And you actually said, what are you talking about? So I thought you hated him. I said, yeah, well, he's going to, because he's
done an interview and said he wanted to.
Yeah, he's chirping up now. He's chirping up. And I thought that was it. Form temporary, class is permanent type thing. But he was absolutely dreadful as well.
Well, I couldn't have disagreed with you more a few weeks ago. And I was very much through rose-tinted glasses about what Raul's done and the player that he was. But the more I think about it and dwell on that, it's what he was, not what he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as I tried to explain this to my lads the other day because I told them that he might be off, and they were like, "What?"
Yeah, well, that's it. We're living in the past with Raul Jimenez at the moment.
If he's not banging goals in, and Wolves want to be successful, then he's not the player for us.
He isn't.
And that's as heartbreaking as it is, which it is. We need somebody. Somebody's coming after us.
Who's to blame, guys? Who's to blame? Let us know. Is it the board? Is it Lage, or is it the players? Because I am 60% the players, I'm 30% the board, and I'm 10% Lage. I think, for me, that's the ratio here because the players need to stand up. I know we haven't got a very big squad, but you're playing in the Premier League, for God's sake. You're going to have to at least put on that shirt and want to perform. Varna Revival, absolutely. That performance yesterday reminded me of Burnley as well at home when we got spanked 4-0. But the difference, actually, it was very similar. Actually, that end of that season, it is literally like everybody's down tools and just said, "Yeah, it's all right. We're not going down, are we?" It's what?
Yeah, I think we wanted to. You said about you've got to put some blame somewhere. I think you're right in saying it's. I don't think it's the board's fault. I think they've done. I think we spoke about this before. They're running the club very, very well overall. I think Bruno is dealing with a very threadbare squad with players that aren't his. He came in and was asked to do a job, and I think nobody can argue that he's done a much, much better job than what you'd have probably thought at the start. We're massively punching above our weight. But
he doesn't agree.
Those players yesterday, like you've said, it looks like the season's finished. They're not playing. They're not playing.
Understand.
I can't get it because we're still in the fight, really. Even
West Ham have lost again.
Yeah,
West Ham can't buy a win.
Yeah,
they can't. It's like they've said to each other, "We ain't going to get any points against Chelsea, Man City, or Liverpool." So that's it then.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
But are we going to be going into those games? Say, I think is it Chelsea next? Are we going to be going into that thinking, right, Chelsea going for a bit of a tough patch? Come on, let's You know, let's
We
go
are
get
the
3
team to
points and
play.
fight. Or
We
are
are
we
the
just
team to play.
be 0-0?
If you're on a bad spell, we are the team to play. I can't see us getting another point this season, the way we're playing. If we play like that yesterday against Norwich, Norwich will spank us as well.
Yeah.
I think something unbelievably big has got to happen this summer. We need a massive overhaul. I really think that Bruno has been shafted a lot and I know he's got the play, and I think Wicko Wicks, you are right. I think Large has got more than 10% to blame. He has to pick the players, but they're not his players. He's not been allowed to buy the players that he wants. Now, give him a summer,
But
give him a transfer window where he can play his own way.
Yeah.
You can't play Connor Cody in a back four.
I'll get that, mate, but he has got a tune out of these players in the past. Like, right, we fight for European places, so
Yeah.
you say that, but he has got a tune out of them.
Yeah.
So what's changed?
Shrewsbury Wolf has got a good take on this, actually. I'm not just saying it because I completely agree, Mark. It's like, that's a good start. But the players have to take responsibility for the lack of effort, but the board has to take a lot of responsibility. The lack of signings have made the players feel comfortable. Exactly. That's it. I agree with that. No, I do. Because if you're a Wolves player at the moment, like, where's the I don't know, the doubt in your mind? Like, Connor Cody's never going to get not in the first 11. Willy Bolly at the moment isn't going to it doesn't matter if he gives away 3, 4, 5 penalties. We've got no cover. He's going to have to
they must know that the summer's coming, and there's going to be ins and outs, so this is where you should be pushing to finish your absolute best and strongest.
No, I agree, mate.
I don't think the players should feel comfortable at this stage at all. It should be quite the opposite. I know the board have taken a lot of stick for not, going after those marquee signings or whatever in January, but
I don't even think we're.
I think we've agreed. I think we've all agreed over in past episodes that they're doing everything that they can. And my argument back is that Bruno has actually got a tune out of these players. We have played well. They do gel really well together. I know we've missed Neves, and it was his first game back. But
Dalman Sport.
I know we miss him, but
sorry, Dalman Sport. Sorry, mate. We only wear the Wolf shirts when we win, so we'll probably wear the new shirts from next season now. The way we're playing, mate.
Yeah, I can't even look at it at the moment.
It's bad. Paul, go on. Let's talk. Let's have a look at Paul's one. It was stuck to us that Bruno was going to bring attacking football. So far, we've scored less goals than last season and have failed to score in 16 games out of 34 played. That is an incredible statistic. It really, like, to only score in 18 games, like, that's staggering, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
That's really, really bad. And the fact we're still 8th is like, that shouldn't be happening. How are we 8th? The hell
it's a mental
are we
reason.
8th? And we've got 5. We're 5 points clear.
So
it's mental.
I wanted to mention this as well. Like, obviously, you've just said, obviously, and I do agree that Silva was taken off at half time wrongly yesterday for.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Instead of Wank, who was terrible.
Well, he's got the worst touch I've ever seen from a striker. And I've seen John Paskin play for Wolves.
But it's frightening to think that we're all talking about Silva. I'm seeing a lot of Silva love on socials and things, but he's got to score goals.
I know. I agree.
Interested in all this. Oh, well, he looks lively, and he did look like he was up for it. And
I know,
he did
mate.
do some runs, but mate, how much longer has he got?
I know. I agree.
If there's one player that's got time to sort his life out, for me, it's Raul, not Silva.
I agree what you're saying. However, you've got to at least try and score. That's the reason why Wolves fans in general, they like players who try. And I think that's all we want, really. I don't mind. I don't know about yourself, mate, but I don't mind if we lose. Obviously, I'm gutted, but if we've put in a shift and you can tell that the players really wanted it and they've tried their best, then I can actually, I can live with that to a certain degree. But the last few games that I've watched of this Wolves team, there's been no desire. Like
There's
every
no style. There's nothing.
No, there's nothing. It's like, and Semedo and Eitnery, like I don't know what's happened with Johnny, but if Johnny's fit, Johnny has to play. Why you're dropping Johnny? Like that does fall on Bruno. It's like he was the only one against Burnley that I had any confidence in whatsoever.
Well, obviously with Bruno as well, he gets a lot of stick for making very dodgy substitutions and the wrong timing. And I felt that to make 3 substitutions at half time was science. That's sort of a sign of a madman, really. I mean, why do you make those? Why do you make all 3 at half time? How do you know what's going to happen later on in the match? Or was it really that poor that we had to change 3 at half time? Didn't make any sense to me. That didn't.
Yeah,
if you're changing 3 players at half time, it's kind of submitting that you've completely cocked it up at the start.
No, but he did, and I actually I quite rate the fact that he actually put his hands up and went, but he actually took the wrong people off.
Yeah,
that's the issue. I ain't got the issue with changing the 3.
Cocked it up twice. Yeah, he cocked
it up twice. He got it wrong with the players that he bought, that he started. Like, I'm sorry, you can't play Neves if he's not fit, and he wasn't fit. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, he might get another injury.
It's almost like a home crowd pleaser. That was.
Yeah, you've seen Neves on the. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
it's not good for us. It's not good for the player. It's not good for anybody.
It isn't
to rush people back like that, or if they're only 70%, it's criminal.
That's a good. Yeah, it's a good question. That is, Paul. Actually, where have these rumours come from? From a training ground bust up? Because I've not heard any. So does anybody who's read this?
I think it was Ryan Lester. Is that his name on Twitter?
Oh yeah.
And he apparently said that his source is good, and it normally is pretty correct coming out of the ground, and he's got this contact. And so apparently it was Raul, Johnny, and Bruno. Yeah.
Wow.
Like what the ins and outs are, I don't know. I don't know the details, but he didn't give any. He just said, big bust up.
But you know what? But if you have a bust up and you leave him off, like, at least if he does bring you on, do something about it, and actually say to the manager, like, this is why you should have started me. Raul Jimenez didn't do that. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything when he came on. And this is like the only reason why I'm pulling Raul Jimenez up for this is because 1, he's our leading striker. 2, we don't score enough goals. And also 3, we have paid a lot of money for him. And if this is going to carry on, we need to get rid of him and get a new striker in pretty damn quick. We need more defenders. We need more cover. We need so many players. I think if we play anywhere near like this and in this style, because we've been found out now, teams have found us out. They know how to play against us, press us, and we're done.
So
we're done.
Like if the season finished today,
which I really want it to.
If we could only hope. And let's say I think we're all agreed. I think Neves is going to be on his way.
Yeah.
I think Raul could be on his way.
Yeah.
Who else is there that's going? Do you think? Because I was thinking about this earlier. It only takes somebody to come in, say Neto, and all of a sudden.
I don't think Neto's the player he was, so nobody will come in for him, mate.
You don't think they will?
Well, not at the moment, no, because he's like, when he came on, like, he hit the post in like the 98th minute or whatever it was, but he didn't really do a lot when he came on. He's not fit enough, mate. It's like, what Neto needs is a full, like, pre-season. I think Neto's going to be very important going forward.
Next season.
I think he's going to be our main man because I can see Jimenez going. I can definitely see Neves going. Saiss will go.
Do you think we can keep hold of Sarr?
Yeah, we definitely will keep hold of Sarr. Yes, I think he's there for the long haul. Personally, okay. I think I agree with Shrewsbury Wolf. Get that one on because I agree with that. Go on, mate. You read it.
Oh God, this season I think Jimenez has been our main issue. I've said for ages that he's our best playmaker as well as our best finisher. Because he isn't performing, we are losing a major playmaking spark.
I think the problem is that I think we've lost Matt Doherty. Don't laugh. Diogo Jota. And to a certain degree, Adama Traore, because I think Raul Jimenez likes playing. He likes playing with Adama Traore. I don't think Adama Traore is the issue here that we haven't got him, because he's gone to Barcelona and he's sitting on the bench. But I do think that there is a real problem with Raul Jimenez and his form, because you are completely right. He, in my opinion, when he's on form, is one of our best players by far. Vinyl Revival, Ruddy, Marcel, Saiss, Trincao, Bolly, Raul, likely Neves, possibly Semedo. Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players going.
I've heard Semedo mentioned a few times, but I can't see him going.
Well, if he ain't getting a game, mate, he's going to go. I think you look at those 10 players. Well, Marcel, he's already gone, isn't he? Basically, Marcel, Saiss, Bolly. But that's 3 defenders. Goalkeeper, 3 defenders. You got Trincao, Raul, 2 forwards, and Neves, who's midfielder. So you're basically taking like the spine of the squad away. And I don't think it'll get rid of all of those players. I think there's going to be 5 or 6 gone.
I think my personal take on it is that we are going to cash in hugely in summer. And
what we're going to do?
Look to the youth. They're going to bring the youth.
We're going to be fighting relegation then, mate. We're going to be fighting relegation. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We are fighting relegation next season.
I think they're going to cash in massively, not spend any of it, and be like, well, that's massively helped us after the pandemic and everything. We've got these assets. We've sold. We've get the money back, and I can't see them spending.
Do you not?
Again, I don't think they will. I don't think
that's incredibly counterproductive, though, isn't it? Really, because
I think they're going to take a chance on it.
I just don't. They can't. I don't think the fans will allow it. I think they'll just. That's it. I just think that'll be it then for Fosun. I think they won't be able to get away with that. No way. No. Yeah, they'll bring Morgan Gibbs-White back. I think Morgan Gibbs-White might be a shoe-in for not so much a start, but if Neves goes, then he might be. RS Wolves, asset stripping. God. Oh, God.
That's 2 words I didn't want to hear.
Yeah, but you know what? You've just basically said it. Haven't you?
That's what I'm. That's literally what I'm thinking.
Mate, if that happens, then that is so counterproductive, though. Because do we all think that that's going to happen?
I think Kundal's going to be a starter. I think
Morgan Gibbs-White.
Gibbs-White will be back, 100%. Is it Dion Sanderson? I think he'll be. God, yeah. I think he'll be in the picture, definitely. I think. There's one more that I was thinking of. The defender who played, he had a cameo sort of halfway through the season. Yeah, Gomez.
Yeah.
I think he'll be
Giles. Yeah, Giles.
I think that's going to be. I think those names that just said there are going to be regulars.
God, that's the spine of the team. We're down. It's not. That's not even. I'm not going to be Alan Hansen and say you can't win anything with youth, but I think I can't see it happening.
Well, yeah, I hope you're right, but that's just my personal view on what I think's going to happen.
Oh my God! I've said it for ages that Fosun have done well with the youth signings, but they have neglected the starting 11 for too long. Yeah, They need to invest quickly before we go too far backwards.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think they have done well with the youth. Well, we've just reeled off quite a few names there that are doing really well. Well, Kundal, Morgan Gibbs White, Giles, like Sanderson, like that's brilliant. That's really great work behind the scenes. And we all know that we love a good youth setup here. And you know what? It's paid dividends. But if we want to get to the next level, which it just depends on where do they want us to go? What's it's really interesting you put that. What needs fixing? And it's the starting 11. It's not the youth. It's not the youth setup. We've got that figured out. We've got a good thing going.
It's just very frustrating that we know that we've got owners that can go and spend money if they wanted to.
Yeah,
we could go and challenge for the league, let's say, if we wanted to. I think, but that we know they've shown us time and time again. How many windows have we got? Oh, this is it. This is the one.
Yeah,
and the sooner you get that out of your head, the better. It's not going to happen. I think they'd rather have a couple of seasons where it doesn't quite go to plan.
But I'd rather like at least be told by the board saying like, you know, are we going to be a team like, I don't know, like Southampton or a team like, you know, not even Leicester. Like I know we could, like Newcastle next season are going to be, they're going to be above us in the league. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I just think, Podence for me, like Podence is such a massive miss.
Oh God,
he's huge, and hasn't it? Have you not like as fans? I've noticed it like loads now with Podence because like I've always been a fan of that guy, but I know he goes over too much sometimes. But my God, at least when he's got the ball, you think something might happen. Like
it's creative, yeah.
I don't get that with any other player at the moment. Like even like Neves in the first half against Brighton, it was like you're not fit. Like
there's absolutely no creativity or taking a hold in the game and taking it to the other team. It's just they're finished, aren't they? That squad, that team are finished.
Yeah, but there is, and we said this last game. Like there is a cycle to this, and I'm not bothered about that. That's okay. Like we buy, but this is how we're going to be run as a club. Like we're going to buy these players like Jota. We're going to make 10, 15, 20 million on these players, and they're going to go. Like that's what's going to happen with Neves. We know that. That might, well, it won't happen with Jimenez because he won't get what we thought we were going to get from him. But like these players, like Max Kilman, like somebody will come in with Max Kilman and they'll pay over the odds for him. Like that's a good run business. Like if we can keep doing that,
but you've got to replace them.
You've got to replace them. That's the key, and that's how you build a foundation of a productive Premier League club, and that's what we need to be if we're going to go anywhere. And like, what type of club do they want us to be? Stop saying that you want us to be this Champions League team if you're not going to put your hand in the pocket. Like, if you're not, then that's fine. At least we know where we stand, and at least
come out and say it. Yeah,
say it. Come out and say it, and also don't put the season tickets up next year. Like, if we're playing crap at home and you're putting up the season ticket prices. It's just that doesn't correlate, and you're not buying anyone. That doesn't correlate. Sorry, you can't do that. You can't do that to the fans. But
it's going to be interesting because
huge summer.
I think
for so many reasons.
I think ticket prices are going to go up, and that's a very interesting argument because that's going to kick off because obviously everybody's feeling the pinch at the moment, and then you put it on before you end the season like that. That's what's so key to finish the season strong, to go into sets it up for next year.
Ian Thomas, this could be a shining light. You are always the shining light on this, with your comedy and this. This could be this could be, we're giving Fosun a hard time. It will be the first summer without the FFP on us, and that is, I really, really think that could be a thing. I think we
Okay.
they could put their hands in the pockets this
So
summer.
why is it the first summer without it on us?
Because of our Europa League campaign.
Oh, okay, got that.
Yeah, and like I don't want to be the cynic here, but that might be one of the reasons why we don't want European football, because of like sanctions and stuff like that. I don't know how it works, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. But nobody seems to want to get that seventh place, do they?
No, they don't.
No,
No.
none of them.
So
Like,
because of that, then our war chest might be coming out. Then this.
well, if we sell Neves, then we've got to buy. We've got to go on an absolute.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine selling Neves and Jimenez and not?
Yeah, and bring
then
Morgan
give
Gibbs
you the
White back and
chance.
Dion Sanderson. Like, there'd be a riot, wouldn't there?
Classic, yeah.
But it would be classic. It would be classic, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Shrewsbury Wolf. Stop now. Come on, man. FFP doesn't make any difference when folks not motivated to buy anyone. But
They are.
They are. If
they're interested in Wolves doing the best that they possibly can. We just
Exactly.
don't know yet. We just don't know to what level that is yet. Is that Premier League survival? Is that?
But that's it.
I see a lot of people giving stick on Twitter saying, like, "Oh, at least the EA Sports team have done well, and at least Wolves Records are going to sign loads of people."
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad when that happens.
None of that really. They can't go and sell that to the level that they need to if we're not in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So that does give you some confidence. All those things going on in the background, they mean nothing if you're in the Championship.
That's true. That is true.
So I would always think if it got to that point, they would then. Well, you'd like to think they can't go and do all that without us having Premier League status, because you've got nothing to sell. So
yeah, Pixel Yeti Media. Yeah, it's like kind of like just echoed what you just said. If you think about it, Fosun can't build the brand if the team are on their ass, and we're not on our ass. Like, if you look at it from, we're not. As fans, you go and watch the games. You watch the games.
We're upset about that performance yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's not just that performance. It's
Fosun. No, it's going to go. Like that. They're not worried about us losing 3-0 to Brighton.
When you see it in the record books, and we come 8th in the Premier League, like that for Fosun, for me, considering the size of the squad, how much they've spent, like that.
They're not sitting there going, "Oh, played terribly against Newcastle first half, and that was a game we should have won, and Brighton at home was terrible." Yeah. And all the fans left. They're not going to. They're going to be like, "Well, we finished 9th or 8th, whatever." Yeah. They just say,
I know, but that's the thing. Like,
that's the frustrating thing for us.
It is frustrating, yes, but what they need to realise is that nothing ever stops. Like, everything's evolving. The team's evolving. The supporters are evolving with their expectations of the club. So, if you'd said 8th to us, like when we first came up, for instance, like we would have snapped your hand off. We came 7th and we played really good football. Like, I think what I'm trying to say is that 8th place, from an outsider's point of view, they're not going to be bothered about how Wolves played. They're just going to go, "Oh, Wolves 8th, decent season, decent season." What we need to realise is that as a fan, you want to see good football. You want us to be playing the right way. You want us like to be excited about going to see the team. So there's nothing exciting about that team at the moment, but we are still 8th in the Premier League, which is staggering.
Yeah, it is staggering. It's thank God that we got those points on the board, because we could be in a downward spiral now, getting pulled.
We could be doing the Leeds. I think Leeds could go down.
Yeah, I think it will be Leeds now. But it's absolutely right in the grand scheme of things. We're still there or thereabouts. So really,
mate, with 3 points off Europe.
I know.
And we've got a game in hand.
Crazy, but I don't think any other season you could get away with this.
No way.
And I think
absolutely not.
Absolutely.
We can't
end soon enough for me now.
Yeah, I completely agree. But can you believe where we are, though? We are begging for the season to end, and we're 8th in the Premier League. What the hell's going on? Like, and we always, we could be the label of us being, happy clappers and all that stuff. Like I can I hear it a lot, and I get it, because there's only so much you can take as a Wolves fan when you're
Yeah, but
watching that
there's
drop.
nothing wrong with being positive.
There's nothing wrong, but there's
And
realism here as
we've
well. There is
seen,
realism.
yeah, but call us happy clappers, but given our ages and what we've watched,
Yeah,
from age 5, let's say, when you first start to take it in, to where we
yeah.
are now,
I
like
think I think
this is like the best we've ever had. So
yeah.
happy clap away, but
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
that's interesting. RS Wolves, yes. Do you remember a couple of months ago the rumours that Wolves were looking at another manager, the Rennes manager? I can't remember what his
okay.
name is. Can somebody tell me? Somebody tell me what the Rennes manager was that they were looking for, because I read that as well, and I found it very, very strange. Like, because we were like, I think we were like fifth in the league or something, and that came out. But you know, and I just thought, fish and chip paper, like it's not a thing. Um, that's the spirit, Diamond Sport. Now we'll win
Yeah,
against
that's
City and beat
exactly
Liverpool.
right.
Go on, we'll eat them. I love it.
Beat.
But
Um,
but
but
yeah,
that's classic Wolves, and there's nothing to say that won't happen. Um, I suppose the good thing is, if we don't get any more points in the grand, we're still mid-table Premiership side. Finish the season up, like it doesn't really matter. But
it
we all want to
does
finish
matter.
strong. We all want to finish strong.
It
There's
you know
obviously there's obviously things going on behind the scenes now, and something's not right. And I saw a comment earlier about, do you think it's affected the vibe, let's say, in the dressing room after the Hoover run? And I think
it should have kicked him up the arse.
there's probably some people who,
Well, get rid of him then.
you don't know, do you? You don't
Get
know.
rid of him.
There's got to be a clear out.
There's got to be clear. Bruno Lage deserves a season with his own players.
Yeah.
I really, really, I can't get on board with this Bruno out silliness.
Oh no, I'm not sure about that.
I
Well,
can't-
somebody put on, I saw it on Twitter yesterday. Apparently, when Nuno left, he said it's not goodbye, it's see you later or something.
Christ,
Gosh. But anybody sort of saying Bruno out, he's for me at the moment, he's completely barking up the wrong tree. Look where we are. I know the last couple of performances have been terrible. It's not all necessarily his fault. And
it's not
had a
not all his
tremendous
own
season.
fault, but
He's had a brilliant season.
he has been in charge of some of the horrendous substitutions that have been going on now. He's not blameless in this. Let's have a look at Shrewsbury Wolf, who seems to think that I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno goes, to be honest. I'm not saying he should go, as he's done a fantastic job with virtually nothing. I agree. But when they promise attacking football and we don't get it, he may go. I think he will get us to that position of attacking football. I think he will get the players that he wants. He's got a shopping list. He said that a couple of months ago, which probably pissed off the squad he's got now.
Yeah.
I think he's too honest. You had Nuno who talked in riddles and nobody knew what the hell he was going on about. Bruno Lage comes out and he says how he feels. And actually, as a Premier League manager in this day and age, actually probably isn't the best thing for him to do. As a fan of Wolves, I'm happy that he does that, but I think it's counterproductive in the squad at the moment because he's annoying them. I think he is.
Yeah. But it should motivate you. But I suppose everybody's different. But that should motivate you to think, actually, look at me, look what I can do.
Wayne Mackey, that's a good point, actually. This bad form happened at Benfica. And that's when they sacked him. I hope we don't sack him. I hope we don't, because he deserves more time. He really does.
Look, he came in at the start of the season with nothing and was told, you've got nothing, do what you can. We're 8th. Yeah. I don't want to really hear about that. Oh, well, everybody's looking for negatives. Oh, this happened at Benfica. Oh, well, sorry.
Yeah, no, I get
Let's-
no, but
let's-
I do understand. I do understand that. It's like
If
you
this happens the end of next season, when he's had
Yeah.
2 windows and he's still there, then
Yeah.
yes, we can start to look at that. But not there.
Peter Mountford, thanks for being new to the channel.
Yep.
Cheers. Thank you very
Head over
much.
to YouTube and subscribe, top man.
Bless you. Right. I agree with Pixel Yeti Media. Look at it this way: Bruno's less managerial experience than Gerrard and Lampard. Which one would you prefer? What, Lampard, who's got Everton in 18th place, and Gerrard, who are 9 points behind us and with a much bigger wage bill? Bruno Lage for me.
Bruno
Thanks.
for me, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I just think who knows what's going to go on next season. Well, the summer window, it's probably, I'm not underestimating this, I think it's probably one of the biggest transfer windows in the last 50 years, I'd say. Because when we came up with Nuno, we had a team that I was pretty excited about, with that brand of football that we had in the Championship, 2 7th-place finishes, went a bit stale the following season, but I don't count the pandemic season because there's no fans, so it doesn't count. But I just think you look at those next 4 fixtures, how many points do we think we're going to get? 1. I think we're going to get 1 point.
I think we probably beat Chelsea, draw with City, lose to Norwich, and draw with Liverpool, perhaps.
5 points out of them. Great.
That's what I'm going for.
Wayne,
no, I'm always positive, but God.
No, we're gonna get 1 point, and it's gonna be Norwich at home, and we're gonna get 50 points, which actually will keep us in 8th place. I'm positive. 1 point we're gonna get from there. Okay, Wayne, Mackie, what players need to be moved on in the summer? Name names.
Yeah, we've done that already. So
Sois, Raul Jimenez. I don't want him to, but Neves will go. I think Marcel's already going. Willy Bolly might go. Trincao won't stay. He'll go. I really do think that Neto, Pedence, and another striker would do me.
Ruddy going as well. Ruddy.
As our who? Ruddy will go. Yeah. Ruddy will go. Yeah. Yeah, we probably will finish 8th, losing more games than we have won. Yeah, but just look at our you know what? When we said roller coaster season, we've won 15, we've lost 15, and we've drawn 4. If only we could have made some of those losses into draws. Our game management, man, is just.
Well, I always look back to the Arsenal game. We threw it away in the last minute.
That's when
the Liverpool game, last minute.
Yep.
Too many times. It's where could we be? Literally, where could we be?
Thanks, Amalu Burton. Take care. Have a lovely.
Thanks for tuning in again. Appreciate it.
So I think one point out of that, and I think we'll get to 50 points, and I still think we'll come 8th, and then the real work begins.
Yeah,
I really do. Who do you think's going to win the league, dude?
City. Yeah. Why?
I want it to be City, but I think it'll be Liverpool.
Well, I think probably it'll be down to us, and I think City will probably beat us, but I think we'll probably nick something at Liverpool.
Do you think? Oh God, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it should be brilliant. I just want to put this up because this always comes up, and I think he would be a fantastic addition.
He's gone to AC Milan. He's already signed a contract.
Has he gone already?
Oh, yeah. He's going in the summer. Which is he'd be
That's a shame.
Yeah, he'd be perfect. I'm gutted because he would be a great signing. But it's a shame. We should give a front 3 of Chiquinho, Silva, and Neto run of games, and a few maybe Raw, but at least they give it their all. I think you got to stick Pedence in there, mate. I think like I agree to a certain point. I think Chiquinho needs a run, or I'd play Pedence instead of Neto at the moment.
I think Silva's got to go on loan or something.
Who's that? Silva.
Yeah, Silva. Yeah.
I feel sorry for him, man. Like I actually think he's trying his hardest. He's got nothing around him in the moment.
To be classed as a footballer when clearly it's not the game for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
Ivan Toney.
He ain't coming to us.
That would be.
He ain't coming.
That would be a signing.
Yes, he is injured. Sorry, Shrewsbury Wolf. Yeah, but in an ideal world, that's what I was saying. But yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Chiquinho, Neto, and Silva. What's it? Oh, here we go. Very good. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to talk about other than thanks, guys, once again for being involved and chatting with us. We really do appreciate it. And you know, it's hard graft at the moment because we're just crap. So we are.
So much easier when we win.
Well, it really is, and it's more enjoyable. But it gets the juices flowing when we do.
We've got to talk about what's going wrong and how to fix it. And
yeah,
everybody's got their own opinions, and then that's what it's all about.
Absolutely, and it's important that everybody gets it off the chest. And but you know, as always, thanks for being supportive, and hopefully, who knows, like the way this team plays, we might get a result against Chelsea. Who knows? Because like Chelsea are not exactly, you know, pulling up any trees at the moment. You know, you lose to Everton, you're not great. So
no.
You know,
and that's for the taking, yeah.
So, but we'll see. It's going to have to be a 0-0 draw because we ain't scoring any goals. All right, shall we do as always? We have to finish with a joke.
We'll finish with a joke, and then we'll be back. We'll be back a week tomorrow.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's end on a high as always.
Let's do it, as always.
What's the difference between Jurgen Klopp and God? God doesn't think he's Jurgen Klopp.
Good. Very good. Yeah. Yes, he's rather
Excellent.
arrogant German man.
Excellent.
But that's fine. That's fine. He's a winner, and you know, let's see. They probably will win the quadruple. God.
Oh my God, I hope not. Oh no.
That'd be the worst.
Please.
Anyway, guys, thank you ever so much. We've been Wandering Wolf. Take care, and we'll see you, as Craig rightfully said, a week on Monday.
Yeah. Take care. Bye bye.